What's up, everybody? Today, I'm going to take you into Nolensville's newest master plan community, Annecy. This neighborhood is one of my absolute favorites. I've sold quite a few homes in here already, simply because I love it. This neighborhood is going to have it all, so stay with me today and let's talk about living in this fantastic community. Now, if this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Gramling and I'm a real estate agent here in the Nolensville, Williamson County and surrounding areas. I'm just putting out weekly videos trying to help you get more familiar with Williamson County, with Nashville. So if you're thinking about moving or relocating to the area, be sure to reach out to me with any and all of your moving questions about home buying, or just if you have questions in general, I'd be happy to help you out with any and all of those questions. So be sure to reach out to me. You can reach me by email, text, phone call, however you want to get a hold of me, and I'd be happy to answer any and all of your questions. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Annecy. So Annecy is a brand new neighborhood. It's going in right in the heart of Nolensville. So it's only going to be about 7 minutes from the little historic downtown area. So it's going to be really close to that. And then you're also only going to be about 10 to 15 minutes from grocery stores, Targets, anything that you need to get to. It's not going to be far at all. So people sometimes ask me if Nolensville is out in the middle of nowhere. It's not. Sometimes I think it feels like it takes a little longer to get places because the roads that you're driving on are a little bit more country. So there's not going to be tons and tons of commercial things in between where you are and where you're going. So it might feel like you're a little farther out, but you're actually not. And then you're also only going to be a few minutes away from the schools. So in Annecy, you're going to be in Williamson County. You're going to be zoned for Nolensville Elementary, which is going to be right up Rocky Fork. It's only going to be a 5-minute drive or so to get to school. And then you're going to be zoned for Mill Creek Middle and Nolensville High School. And the neighborhood itself is going to have some great amenities. So there's going to be a community swimming pool, a cabana, a grilling area, outdoor fireplaces, a multi-purpose field, playgrounds, tons of walking trails and greenways, and a dog park. So a lot of this hasn't been built up yet, but it's definitely coming. And they've only started closing on homes in here in the Turnberry side. And while much of the community is just getting underway, there are houses that have been closed on that's really just going to be on the Turnberry side. So they started selling quite a bit ago. So they are kind of catching up on their development. So that whole side is pretty well built out at this point. So you will see those homes starting to close, but not as much on the other side. So there's a whole other section with lots of other builders, and those haven't necessarily started closing yet, as well as the amenities aren't quite built yet. But now that they are really starting to build up the other side and selling a lot, you will want to be on top of it because this neighborhood is going to be built up and sold out before you know it. And now I will say, in comparison to some other cities around Nashville, you just aren't going to find as many large master plan communities with so many amenities. So a lot of the neighborhoods will have a pool, but they're not just going to have the extensive amount of amenities that this particular neighborhood is going to have. So if that's something that's important to you, you're definitely going to want to pay attention to Annecy and maybe buying something in there if that's something that you're looking for. I know people coming from other areas and other states, they're used to having these great big master plan communities. You're just not going to find as many of those here. As I said, you'll find some with a few amenities, a pool, but not quite as many as Annecy. So this neighborhood really is a gem. So Turnberry was the first to start building in here, and they're basically sold out with almost every lot reserved or sold already. There's really just 1 or 2 left. So if you're catching me quickly on this, we can possibly grab you one, but they won't be there for very long. Probably won't spend a lot of time talking about Turnberry simply because they are almost sold out. But if you are interested in one of those 1 or 2 lots that are left, definitely check with me. They do build a beautiful home, and the completed price on those are likely going to be around $1 million and up for about a 3,500 to 4,000 square foot home. And as time goes on, there will be resale that comes up in here for them, but probably not anytime in the near future since they just sold these. But their section will be absolutely beautiful, and it will definitely add to the value of the home surrounding them. Okay, so another builder that we want to talk about is going to be the Jones Company. And the Jones Company has built many neighborhoods in Williamson County, and people just love their homes. First, I'm going to show you some of what they are building now and what the home sites look like, and then I can show you some completed streets and other neighborhoods so that you have more of an idea of what their homes will look like completed. So they have great floor plans that make sense. Currently, they don't have any homes or sites that are available, but they do have many coming in the near future. Their first phase sold out pretty quickly, and their next release will likely be in the spring, and then that's going to have a completion time right around the end of this year, beginning of next year in 2023. So if that fits in with your timeline, then you'll definitely want to check into the homes being offered by the Jones Company and be on the lookout for their next release. And as I mentioned before, the last release sold out very quickly, So you'd want to be ready to take whatever steps necessary in order to lock one of those houses down. Okay, and so the prices that you're going to be looking at, very likely when Jones releases that next section, is going to be probably in the $900,000 range and up from there. And their lot sizes are right around 1/4 of an acre, with home sizes being somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 square feet. And you can expect very nice features with the Jones Company and many wonderful upgrades available. And this is going to be just a lovely section of the neighborhood. And so we can get you on that VIP list for updates with this builder. Just let me know and I can definitely keep you posted. All right, and now let's talk about Drees. Drees is going to be another fantastic option within this neighborhood. They currently have a couple of options available. So they're going to have 55-foot lots, 85-foot lots, and 105-foot lots. So on their 55-foot lots, they're going to be a little bit smaller lots, obviously, but really they don't feel that small to me. And the homes are going to be somewhere around 2,500 square feet to 3,100 square feet. And they're going to have loads of curb appeal. So these were going under contract when they were selling anywhere from around the high 600s to the 800s. They may have a couple more coming, and what they're doing is just releasing those onto the MLS once they're getting to that drywall stage. And then you can come in, write a contract at the asking price if no one else is writing offers. But if there are multiple people who are wanting that home, it will go into a multiple offer situation just like a resale home would. So that's kind of their process of how they're releasing these homes onto the market. So you'll just want to be aware of that. So just now being released this weekend is going to be their 85-foot lots. And I do feel like those are going to get scooped up pretty quickly. If you want the scoop on these, go ahead and get in touch with me. You'd want to move quickly on these, just like anything else in our market right now. Prices are going to be starting on these. Base prices are going to be around $1 million up to $1.3 million. And these homes are going to be quite a bit bigger. So more like 4,000 to 5,000 square feet. And they are going to be just beautiful. And you are going to have more space on these lots. So that's why these homes are going to be great. You're going to get larger home, larger lot, a little bit more space to spread out. So they're going to be really, really nice to have. And like I said, these just got released. So you will want to be on top of those. I'm sure they'll release those in phases, so be sure to just reach out to me for information on those. And then coming up soon is going to be their 105-foot lots, which that's going to equate to about half an acre lot. So they're only going to have about 5 of those. So these are going to be some of Drees' larger homes. Some of the floor plans available are the ones that were available on the 85-foot lots, but they're going to be on a much larger lot here, giving you a lot more space in your yard, in between your neighbors, and things like that. So you are obviously going to have to pay a premium for these lots, which is going to put these homes at right around $1.5 million and probably going up from there. So one of these homes, one of those 5 lots, is going to be for their model home, which is currently being built now, and that obviously won't be released until they're done selling, or if they use that model to sell in another neighborhood, then they'll go ahead and wait to sell that once everything is completed out. And then the other 4 are going to be market homes or spec homes. They're going to be released on the MLS once they get to drywall stage. And again, it'll be that same process that we had before where they release it onto the MLS. If there's just one buyer for it, you can write it at that contract price. But if there are multiple people wanting that house, then you're going to have to go ahead and make your offer on it just like you would a resale home and try to purchase it that way. And so 2 of these are going to be released in the spring, and then 2 more are going to be coming a little bit later in towards summer. So just want to keep an eye out on these. But if this is one of the ones that you were hoping for, be on the ball, be watching for it, and just be ready to make that move when it does come up. Okay, so Celebration Homes is going to be another builder who's building in Annecy. They haven't released a ton of information on their builds yet, but they definitely are building in there. I have spoken with them. They haven't released anything as far as pricing or sizes yet, but they are building now, and they will likely release them once they get to the drywall stage. So they haven't released any information at all, like I said, but I have worked with Celebration before, and they do put out a really beautiful product. If I had to guess, I would think the homes in here will be around 3,000 to 4,000 square feet, probably start in the 900s and up for pricing. So I know they will have some coming soon, and I can let you know as soon as they are available. Just be on the lookout for them. They will come and go pretty quickly, obviously, like anything else. They typically have very nice finishes with really great floor plans, so you can always count on a great house with Celebration. And as a builder goes, they are very easy to keep in touch with and kind of know what's going on once those houses begin to be sold. So again, if Annecy is a neighborhood that you want to be in, these are great ones to just keep in mind that'll kind of come out of nowhere, and you just have to be ready to grab them when they're ready. So David Weekley is another builder who will be building in here, and again, they just build a great home. And they're going to have 2 different home types in here. Neither are for sale yet, but they are coming soon. So they are going to have their cottages, which are obviously going to be smaller homes on smaller lots. And then their regular single family homes will be coming soon as well. So the cottages are going to be sold first, and they're probably going to be coming in the next month or two. And they will all be on smaller 55-foot lots with alley load garages. And they'll be around 2,000 to 3,000 square feet. And they're going to probably start somewhere in the mid 600s to 700s. And then all of these are perfect because they're less maintenance. You still get to enjoy all of the outdoor amenities that the neighborhood has to offer. And you know, a lot of people don't want huge homes with great big yards. So the fact that David Weekley is offering this is a really great option for people who maybe don't want all the yard maintenance and things like that, but want to enjoy being in a planned community like this and taking advantage of all of those other amenities. And then their larger homes probably won't go up for sale until the end of 2022. So they haven't released a whole lot of information on those yet, but I can keep you posted as I learn more about that. As they start to release more information, we definitely will get that to you. But for now, I think they're concentrating on just getting out those cottage homes first and then adding these in later. So if the cottage homes are something that's interesting to you, those will be coming up soon, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's talk about a fantastic custom builder who's building in here, AAR Builders. Now, if you're looking for something that you can completely customize with a very high-end builder, you're going to want to explore this option. So this would be a build from the ground up, and you really have the freedom to design really anything that you wanted with them. They have a couple of basement lots available and a couple of other lots, and you'd be looking kind of in the price range of probably mid 1 millions to over 2 million. So these again would be on the larger half-acre lots, many back to open space with the exception of just a couple, and then a custom home that really cannot be duplicated. So this builder is going to take all of your needs into consideration and really help you custom craft something that you're going to love long-term. So I can personally attest that this builder builds an absolutely amazing home, really beautiful, any kind of style that you're going to want. They're going to do modern, they're going to do traditional, or more like a transitional type of home. Really anything that you're going to want, they're going to be able to do for you, and they can really custom craft it to a one-of-a-kind product and something that you're going to truly love. So the build process with them is going to take probably anywhere from about 14 to 16 months. So you're definitely going to want to have some time if you're thinking about doing this, but you are going to get a one-of-a-kind home that you can really love forever. So it's definitely worth considering. If building is something that you've been wanting to do, then definitely take advantage of working with this builder. And then let's talk about Partners in Building. So Partners is another fantastic builder here in the Williamson County area, and they have some fantastic half-acre, flat, lovely lots here in Annecy that back to open space, and they will feature larger homes, probably around 4,000 plus square feet, and they'll probably be somewhere around 1.7 million and going up from there. So they do have spec homes that are going up. They have a couple that are available, but you would still have options, and you could still make some of those design choices if you choose to go with one of these partner homes and you choose to do that pretty quickly. They are still in the early stages of that, so there's many things that you could still choose on those spec homes, so you're not just locked into whatever design choices that they've already made. You're locked into the floor plan, but that's going to be about it. A lot of the other stuff you could actually go ahead and change. And then they also have one lot left that you could build whichever plan you wanted on. This is also going to be a really high-end builder, and they only snatched up a handful of lots in this neighborhood. So once they're gone, they're gone. And so the floor plans and the layouts and design choices are really great. Do highly recommend checking out their website so that you can kind of see what their product is. And I'm just taking you through so that you can kind of see some of their homes in another neighborhood just to kind of see the variety and the different types of homes that they build so that you can kind of have an idea of what their designs look like. So the two specs that they do have coming, those should be completed around the end of this year, beginning of next year. And it's going to be about the same time frame if you decided to build right now with them on that open lot that they have. You'd be looking at the end of this year, beginning of next year, very likely in 2023. And then they, like AAR Builders, can customize your build however you would like, and you can add a more modern build or more traditional or somewhere in between. I don't know how long their listings are going to last at this price. Frequently they build in and around Franklin, Brentwood, and their price point is typically around 2 million to 4 million. So finding a home with Partners in Building in that $1.7 million price range is going to be a really great deal in a really great neighborhood. Okay, so that at least will give you some kind of idea of Annecy, what it's going to look like in there, kind of the makeup of who the builders are and what things are going to look like. And hopefully you would love it in there as much as I do. So be sure to reach out to me if you have any questions at all about these builders, working with these builders, purchasing something in Annecy. I'd be happy to answer your questions. If you have questions about other neighborhoods or just moving here in general, again, feel free to reach out to me. All my information information is going to be in the comments. It's also located right here, so I'm happy to answer, again, any and all those questions. So be sure to take that next step and reach out. And as always, if I'm missing anything, if there are any other neighborhoods you want to see, any other towns that you want to see, be sure to drop those in the comments. Let me know what you're wanting to see, and we'll be sure to get out there and get those videos for you. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next video.